Swap meet junk has kind of been taken over by marketplace junk, but regardless, if you pick up some cheap crap and maybe you can polish it up and make it into something that'll work for you. So I just got a mix of crap, distributor parts and pieces. Believe it or not, these were all together when I started out this morning, but now it's just a little pile of parts that needs cleaning. So anyway, this is what I'm doing. I've got all different kinds. I got lean burn distributors in there. I've got TBI distributor in there, and I've got a good old school centrifugal advanced distributor in there too. So what I found out is, like, I was looking for a body on the distributor that I use in my car because one of the wings that holds the cap on is somewhat broken, wired on, sort of chicken shitly. So I'm just gonna pull these apart, and believe it or not, the distributor body itself is the same on all of these. So if you see a good deal on a distributor that you think's not gonna be worth nothing for you, it might be worth something for parts. So my ultrasonic cleaner is getting put to work with some of that spray 9 grease off stuff. That's something I stumbled upon in a YouTube video, and it seems to work real good. So that's what I've been using for the real gross greebly parts, and I just stuck them in there. I didn't even put a brush to them or nothing, and put them in there for 30 minutes. We'll see how they come out. So after the first blast through there, they look much better. They still look a little bit scrungy, so I'm just gonna touch them up with a brush and get some of the big chunks off of them and throw them back in there for a little bit. And I bet you she's gonna come out clean as a whip. This one over here never did go in. It was cleaner than shit before, so didn't worry too much about it. But these ones, you get a little bit of a scrub, they'll be back in the bath. Now that cleaner has been used a lot. It cleaned 8 really gross piston and rod combinations in the engine that I built for my car. And I'm not saying it was spent, but it certainly wasn't as powerful as it was last time I used it. So turned out pretty good. Maybe not as good as it could have with fresh juice, but you know what? That's all right. It worked out just fine. Took some doing to get this thing apart. Actually, this is going back together because, of course, I forgot to record anything for a little while here. But anyway, this part that actually holds the rotor, and it moves with the centrifugal or the mechanical advance. It was stuck onto here. I had a shit of a time getting that out, but you know, patience, a little bit of loose juice and weasel piss and all the other kind of stuff that the fellas got around the shop, and it ended up coming out no problem. So we're just gonna keep going. We'll get this thing put back together. Now, the keen-eyed among you may notice that those aren't stock springs in there. They're about as light a spring as I could find to control those centrifugal weights. Now, I have always been a big fan of having that additional mechanical timing come in as quickly as possible. On the weekend, I tried locked out distributor, and I was pretty happy with that. But just to err on the side of the caution, I'm going to probably end up going back to centrifugal weights for a little bit anyway. But this is what I got. I got this put back together. It all moves nice and freely now. You see that it works beautifully. The only bad part is the thing that holds the pickup and whatnot. Had a buddy stop by while I was in the middle of doing this and ask if he could borrow that for a little job that he's doing. He's supposed to get me one back, but for now, I guess this is just the way it's going to sit. So that's what I got. I got basically a complete distributor. And let me tell you this, I bought that box of random distributor pieces and parts for $10. And not only do I have what is basically a complete, like new distributor with all factory Chrysler parts, not a Chinese part among them. So pretty happy with that. And I've got a couple other spare bodies. I've got a spare body for that other distributor I was mentioning before that I need with the broken wing. So I'm a big fan of scrounging Facebook Marketplace or your what you calls it, your swap meets. I kind of find that swap meets have more become overpriced. At least they seem to be around where I am. Anybody that just wants to get rid of something and just move it out, not looking to make $1 million off of it, they'll just throw it on a marketplace and put it down the road. Fellas that are saving up and stocking up these tables at the swap meets, I mean, granted, you got to pay for your table and whatnot too. So there's not the deals like they used to be. Anyway, hope you got something out of that. Hope you enjoyed that. That was just a little bit of rambling and me screwing around doing a little job. So thanks for watching.